What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back for the Spanish GP in the RB 100% Race Driver Career Mode series. Should be a big weekend for us. As you can see on the homepage, we have got 4 upgrades scheduled to come on. 3 from Ricardo and 1 from us. 1 is fuel efficiency. Ricardo has done 2 durability upgrades. What is that other? Magnetic compound. What would that be? Oh my god. MGH failed. Who was that from? Ricardo. Oh, was that the one that exploded a little while ago? Yeah, well, that's actually wearing a fair bit, actually. So actually, we will get that sorted for Austria. So 4 of the 5 Mercedes-powered cars are the best in terms of reliability. I find that hard to believe. Is there anything that we can do? We cannot do tyre wear. Oh, what was there was something that Ricardo was looking at. That's weight reduction. ERS, okay. Ricardo's done an ERS. Okay, this is good. That's a good upgrade from Danny. If we can get that on, which is due in 4 days. Look how much Ricardo is focusing on. So he's done a rear downforce upgrade, which is due not for this weekend, but for, I think, Silverstone or Hungary. Rear downforce. When's that due? So that's in development. When is that going to get on? Okay, so it will get on for Austria, okay. For some reason, I was thinking Spain and Austria were back to back. I don't know why. So we've got a drag reduction that's going to get on for Austria, and as well as MGUH. Fuel efficiency, I'm hoping that can get on. And then for Ricardo, he's done energy recovery system, MGUK, MGUH. All of those should get on for this weekend. All right, let's fast forward time, see how many of these we can get on. Fuel efficiency is one I really want. We get that. What about the durability upgrades? Oh, that's ERS. And we do get the MGH. That's a big bonus. Is there anything that we can do? No. So, okay, we got fuel efficiency and ERS. That's a bonus. I am really happy with that. Do you know what? If Ricardo's going to focus on durability that much, I'll probably focus on everything else. ICE. Did one of us try to get that on one weekend and it never went on? I don't know, but please get on. We do, so great weekend of getting parts on. That is a bonus. Now, before we do, I originally had components 3 for ICE and component 2 for MGUH, but I'm gonna leave MGUH and I'm gonna put ICE back in. So I'm gonna use older engine components for practice, and then I'll switch them over for qualifying. Energy stores at 51, turbochargers at 55. Okay, so I'm probably gonna need to change these 2 for the next race. I might keep them on for this weekend and I'll change them over for the next race, because it's not that bad at the moment. With those upgrades on the car, I'm hoping that we can have a solid weekend. So what are we looking like for the weekend? Okay, rain again. That's gonna throw a spanner into the works. But thankfully, or hopefully, I don't make the same mistake and go into qualifying with an old engine. I don't want to make that same mistake twice. Now, where have we moved up in performance? Okay, Red Bull have skipped ahead away from McLaren. McLaren haven't brought anything on. We've brought something on almost every race weekend, apart from Bahrain and Jeddah. Have a look at that line where we didn't put an upgrade on for Jeddah, and then the line just continues to go up and up and up. Not like very, very steep, not like super steep, just gradually. Honestly, I literally did not think that we will be having this type of season again. I picked RB because I feel like at the start of the year we were going to be pretty off. Like, that wasn't going to be our accurate position. I thought we'd be a bit closer to the bottom 4, but now we are very much competing at the top. Yeah, we buggered up last weekend, but hopefully this weekend can be an improvement. When is rain due? In 10 minutes. Okay, now we can get out on track. Just make sure we've got enough for 2 runs, because our first lap is never going to be the fastest. And let's see what this first set of laps can do for us. I'll just move the camera back because that's in the way a bit. Whoa, okay. Nice little screen freeze. Okay, cars behind us, let's get out of their way. Oh, Jesus, Carlos. Oh, Jesus. Damn it. I was completely looking the opposite direction. I seriously, let's just have a look at the replay for a second. So look, what was Carlos doing? And I get nailed by someone else. There's Carlos. He's trying to get, but look, he's going straight for me. Look at Carlos. He's completely unaware of what's happened. Who's the Williams? Who's the Williams? I cannot tell who it is. Oh, it's Sargent. So both of them have completely beeline for me, and they've both just collected me. I mean, look at that shot there. That just doesn't look good for me. But look, I am completely off the racing line, and Carlos and Sargent have just made a beeline straight to me. But look, I mean, Carlos has got so much room to his right. I don't know why he's making a beeline for me. But look at where he changes direction. There. And watch me. I changed direction there, but I'm still looking at the back. I'm still looking at the back. I didn't realize that I turned my wheel to the left and just completely swerved into him. So in the end, yeah, he has lost his wing. What about Sargent behind? Did he lose a piece of his rear wing or front wing? He collects me. Yeah, there goes the end play. I've got a grid penalty for smashing Carlos, but I haven't seen one for the Sargent hit. Is there any damage on the car for us? Can't see anything. We might have just about escaped with that. But how's the car gonna feel? Tidy lap. 12.3. What's the gap to Albon and the Williams? 12.7. Okay, and with rain on the horizon. Actually, I better check. Weather report.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Dry is definitely.
Okay, so rain is scheduled pretty soon, according to Mark. Okay, we need to get around because the fronts are going cold. Or definitely the right side is going cold. Tyre wear's okay. I reckon we can find a bit more time. If we were able to find those few tenths, or what's Ricardo's time? I can get a reference of him. 11.8. Okay, and where is he? P7. Okay. Gasly 11.9. Okay. 11.9 Gasly, Leclerc, Alonso, Hamilton. Okay, so they're all fairly close. I reckon this car does have a few tenths. So let's make the most of it while we can. Let's drain whatever battery we have left because there's definitely more time to find there.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Yeah, look at that, 3 tenths up already. Good lap. That felt better through the last corner. 4.5 tenths, 11.8. Only a few hundredths off Ricardo. I reckon rain's going to hit at the end of the session. I don't think we need another lap. I think we're good. Does it actually show? It does, okay. So we're all good. We're through. So we've done exactly the same time as Ricardo. So a little bit down in the first sector, gained all the time in the mid sector, but then a little bit down. So yeah, we're there or thereabouts. So it's not bad. This is a race where I feel like we can be a bit stronger than Canada. We can definitely have a better weekend in terms of, you know, it's trying to stay with some of the front runners. And I feel like that's something that's not going to be easy to do because with the 2 DRS zones and given our straight line speed is not the greatest either. So look, overall, we didn't really need that extra lap, and we only copped the 5 grip places for the collision with Sainz, not for Sargent. Sargent wants to get the penalty from hitting me. He does. Okay. So why doesn't Sainz get a penalty for hitting me then? Why isn't it not the other way around? Probably because I swerved into him when I was trying to avoid and I completely went the wrong way. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's just get out and just do laps. We can probably do back-to-back laps and then maybe do a slow just to recharge the battery. And we'll... Whee! and we'll see what happens from there. Whoa, this car is really loose. Even before I've started, I've got a feeling we're going to be plumb last here. Whoa, even on the change of direction. Even as a traction control user, this is pretty hairy. Oh, that's... It's not going to help my lap time, but it's pretty cool. 1.3 seconds from Ricardo. Whoa. Oh my god. This guy is so difficult to control. Oh no.
2 laps of fuel left.
Okay, let's just save whatever fuel we can and we'll do one more run. But this time we're going to use all the battery. What do the tyre temps like? I don't know if that's good or bad for intermediate conditions. Whoa, wow. Even on a slow lap. Now this time we use all the battery. Oh, I'm overdriving it. Oops, that wasn't ideal. I overdrove the car, tried to get a bit more out of it, but it just didn't happen. So I think what we'll do, we'll chuck on extra downforce. I think that's what I originally had in time trial, so we'll keep with that setup and we'll stay with the rest as it is. Stroll, Gasly and Hamilton on wets. That doesn't fill me with confidence. And we've only got one lap to try and improve. Nah, it's undrivable. Look at the time we've lost. Yeah, it's impossible. Nah, that's it. Let's come into the pit lane. We're not improving. For the second time in 2 race meetings, we have been caught out by wet weather. This has not been a good couple of races, and now we're gonna start plumb last behind Sargent. That sucked. That really sucked. 2.9 seconds away. We're over a second from Ricardo. Well, we've got it all to do in the main race, and now it is literally a last to points challenge now. So we've got it all to do in the race. Let's just hope our engine doesn't blow up, and pray that the energy store and the turbocharger can get to the end of the race. If we can get to the end without any components blowing up, I'll call that a very successful weekend, as well as taking home some points. Points is our aim, and our engine making it to the end would be a big bonus. That's our aim. 2 seats on softs and finish on the mediums. I think we could chuck a little bit of fuel out, not too much, because I still feel like fuel's going to be an issue. We're expecting a dry race all the way, so I think we could take off a bit more downforce again, just to help with our straight line speed. What if we do the first stint on mediums or softs, and then do the middle part of the race on the mediums? Doesn't seem to be too much of a difference. I think I'd rather have a slower middle stint and finish strong. That's my reckoning. Everyone else is starting on the soft, so it looks like everyone could potentially be on a 2-stop. That's what I think is going to happen. Alrighty then. Let's cook up a result, shall we? Seriously?
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
That's ambitious.
You're within 1 second.
Okay, pretty good start. One thing I didn't mention before is that I said we were going to keep control electronics and turbocharger on for this race. I've actually changed my mind because we're starting at the back. I think it's best if we change the components for this race rather than wait until the next. So instead of waiting until last year to change turbocharger and control electronics, I've actually put them on for this race because I noticed battery was sitting at 99 and it went down to 98 at one point during qualifying when I was recharging the battery. Following Leclerc through the field may not be such a bad strat, but the only thing I'm worried about is DRS trains, because they're not going to be easy to get past at all. At the same time, I'm not feeling any pressure behind from Hulkenberg. He's not really getting close enough to put me under a great deal of pressure. Oh, lock up from someone in front. I can't actually tell who it was. Oh, this ain't going to be pretty. Whoa, boy. Bottas was just an absolute sitting duck there. Tyre wear so far. Oh wow, we are really leaning on the left side. That left side's going to cop an absolute beating. Albon is now sitting duck on the straight. Nothing he can do. Gee whiz, now a DRS train here. What's going on? Pretty big gaps at the front. It's obviously Norris that's leading. Who's the Merc in second and Piastri's third? It's got to be Max that's got some sort of problem then, because he's going backwards. It's not often that you see gaps that big so early in a race. We've got to try and get Alex here now. Lovely move. Now making decisions is going to be even harder. Yeah, so Piastri's making a move on Verstappen. Oh, I'm assuming it's Verstappen. The more they battle on, the more the Merc and Lando is going to get away. I've got to try and aim to stay as close to Leclerc round here at 3. Ooh. And then turn 4. If I can stay close to turn 4, I can launch a sneak attack and do a crazy send. I'm not close enough this time. Or even getting through turn 9, okay. Nah, too far back. Ooh, ooh. Little nudge. Verstappen fastest lap. But yeah, he and Piastri are continuing to swap positions. And think Tsunoda's making a move on someone ahead as well. I think it's... I can't even tell who it is. Ocon it was. Now Tsunoda's going to try and breach the gap back towards that next train, because if he doesn't, then Ocon and Tsunoda will continue to swap positions. Then there's 2 trains we're going to have to get past. But I think once the pit stops pan out, everyone's going to be running their own race. I hope that is the case anyway. Wow, we are really leaning on that left side. Now Ricciardo's making a move on Ocon, and he's done it. And there goes Sainz making a move on Ocon. Here we go, this might be our best run on Leclerc. Oh, maybe not. Come on. Ocon might be in trouble here. Again. Now we've got to get past all these cars. I think we have to try and send it on Leclerc here. Oops. Did we get it done? We tried. Let's see if we can get Leclerc and Ocon. Oh, not like that! Those left side tyres are just wearing. I think it's basically we let Leclerc go.
1 second.
That's not what I wanted to happen. What are you doing, Charlie? The gap was there. Now we're just going to make sure we don't get overtaken by Ocon.
Really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race. So
Now let's see if we can stay with Leclerc, see if he can drag us along, as well as saving fuel. Fuel's going to be an issue. So now plan is be as conservative as we can through the left-hand corners, but go absolutely flat sticks through all the right-handers. And big lifts like that will help. My only concern at the moment is that we're not catching the leaders, or at least gaining on the train. Yeah, I think now's a good time to box. Yes, definitely. Leclerc's in as well. What's Leclerc going on to? I can't tell. What's everyone going on to? Everyone's going on to softs. So Verstappen's in, Norris has come in. So who was... I didn't see who the leading Merc was. It might have been Hamilton actually. But I don't know, I didn't check early enough. Looks like everyone's going on to the softs. Yeah, let's do the same thing. Let's go on to the softs. Oops.
right, let's go. Come on. That stop was slow.
Did we just jump? We jumped Leclerc in the pit stops. Huge. Wow, all that lead group is in. So pretty much after all of that, the lead group is basically where they are. 14-2 from Verstappen fastest lap. And now 14-5. Okay, so we're not that bad in our own clean air. Only a few tenths off the pace.
4.8 seconds.
Oh, come on, Charlie, go through. We're only burning fuel by pushing. So let's see what Leclerc's got in clean air. So who's where at the moment? Okay, so Verstappen is ahead of both Astons, and they've already pitted, so they've obviously gained during the pit stops. Russell behind, and Piastri is obviously holding up that train. Okay, but look at the gap Norris has. That is going to be a big ask. Yeah, Max has already skipped ahead of the Astons. So now we're going to see if he's got enough pace to get past Hamilton, whether he's got anything to fight with against Lando. The quicker we can ditch Ocon, the better it'll be for our race. Nice big lift. Oh boy.
Okay, mate. Leclerc ahead. Can't hold it up for too long.
If you gave me that order 40 seconds ago, I would have done just that, because we were definitely close enough to make a move. Now we've dropped out at DRS. Well, not yet. Overtake Leclerc before left 35. Okay, so we've got a few laps. Now what happens if we get past Leclerc and we continue a good run of momentum down to turn 1? I really thought he was going to...
That look easy. Nice.
I really thought he was going to go defensive there. I really was hoping Leclerc was going to go defensive so that we could take the normal racing line. But obviously that hasn't been the case. Let's just push on for this lap.
Car behind by around a second a lap.
Come on, Charlie, go past. So overall, after that little swap around, it cost us in the end. It cost us a bit of lap time. 14 flat from Verstappen. Now Max is in cleaner. Now we're going to see if he can. We're going to see how close Max can get to Lando. No, I don't think we're even catching the others anymore. I don't think Leclerc's even catching the cars in front at all. Stroll's in early. Wow, that is ridiculous. This is one way to lure Ocon to us. Turn in early, compromise his run. Get him out of our DRS. Now we've got to push on. We've got to push quite hard here. And if we have to, we'll pass Leclerc. Thank you, Charlie. Well, that didn't work out like I was hoping it would. So if we stop now, we come out in 18th, which is, oh, yellow. One of the Saubers is going very slowly. Could be out of the race as we nearly lose the car. Bottas, safety car. Can we see a safety car, please? Come on, let's go. Well, that plan didn't go to work. Let's pull off an undercut. Probably could have done it last lap, but I was trying to wait until the safety car came out, but now that there's a green flag, there is going to be no safety car. So let's just back up Ocon. Now, it's the only other way I could see of at least getting past Leclerc, maybe put pressure on the others. Need a good stop here, lads.
Okay, off we go, back into the...
So we're going to come out behind. We're going to come out behind both houses, but with a bit of a gap. Okay. So we've got a gap. Should be able to push a little bit more on the medium. So let's just push on for the first couple of laps, because everyone's going to react now. Leclerc's responded like I probably thought he would. And the undercut has not worked. And somehow the undercut has not worked. But it's worked on Ocon. Now we've got a gap to Ocon. Now we can push on a bit more to stay with Leclerc, which is going to be a lot harder because he pitted one lap after us. Well, it seems we've cleared Ocon very comfortably. Now it's all about staying with Leclerc. Maybe even trying to finish ahead of him. But I might wait until the last lap or something. Wow, the gap between Norris and Verstappen, is basically the length of the front straight. That is ridiculous. So finally we've dropped Ocon. He can't stay with us.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
I made the move just to achieve the goal. Alright, come on, Charlie.
Okay, gap to the car ahead. 1.7 seconds.
Fly past. I'm not going to catch them on my own. If we somehow get past this train, are the two Astons catchable? I wonder. How many points are on the table here? Now there's now more important than ever just to stay with this train. And everyone making moves left, right and centre is not going to help things either. Let's just try and pick them off one at a time. If we can. Ricciardo's up there as well. I want to try and see if we can get him through some of the traffic as well. Oops. Oh, wow. We're going to have to do those kind of crazy sends if we're going to make positions. Come on, get to the inside. Inside, come on. Oh, Jesus, Oscar. Alright, we're through. We're into the points at last. How many more spots can we gain? We've got to try and get Carlos before Carlos can try and get Danny. Come on, this is the run. This is the run. That's the run I'm looking for. Okay, we recovered battery pretty well there. Here we go, this is a good run. Oh, jeez. Lovely move. Great run. I'll wait a lap or two, see if Danny can get past one of these two. If Danny gets a run, I want to try and go with him. Try and unsettle either Gasly or George. Sainz really wanted a piece of me there. Go. Whoa, Gasly. Takes the inside line. Oh, sorry, Danny. Not quite the way how I wanted to pass Ricciardo. That's it. Hold him high and wide. Now just hope Danny can stay close enough so both of us can get George. Oh, yes! That worked out so much better than what I had planned. Oh, but Sainz just got past as well. That's not what I was hoping for. It's 10 seconds to Alonso.
Okay, gap to the car in front. 10.8
everyone's going to be debating whether Ricciardo gets the points or do we. Given where we are in the championship, we're not fighting for a championship. If we were, I would have put up more of a fight, but we're not. Ricciardo's had the better weekend than us, so I feel he should get the points. We're going to try and stay with him though. Our straight line speed is pretty good though. We gain so much on the straights. So definitely taking off a bit of downforce has helped. Oh, Jesus Christ. So even if we get past Danny, he's going to be all over our gearbox for the whole lap. So us ourselves are not going to have the pace to catch Alonso. But still, 14 points for the team is still a pretty good number. As long as we've got DRS from Danny, we can keep Carlos and everybody else behind us. Jeez, Oscar's really dropped off. He must have some sort of issue. Because how can Norris have about a 20-second gap to Verstappen, dominate the race, and Oscar is just the complete opposite? Surely he's got a problem of some sort. This is literally double deja vu. We have a bad qualifying session and we get caught out in the weather, so we're starting towards the back. We fight our way back into the points. We get past Ricciardo in the process and then we let him back through to take the majority of the points because he had the better race than us. How ironic is that? That's like unheard of to have. Basically, the same things happen back-to-back weekends. We're not there yet, but we still need to get this car to the end, because anything could still happen. I'm not saying there's going to be a safety car, but I tell you what, when Bottas stopped, I would have definitely loved a safety car. That was well before the last round of pit stops, so we could have come in and potentially jumped everyone if no one came in. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Bit of argy-bargy, but no damage done. Speaking of damage, I don't think that front wing damage has cost us anything at all. But the car feels totally fine. The car's been fine the whole race. I haven't really noticed that front wing damage the whole way. Don't lose it, mate. Oh shit, we've got no DRS. We are in trouble. We are in big trouble here, guys. Spam, use, everything. Got to push here. Okay, we get DRS back between 9 and 10. So got to push a little bit more through the last sector. Oh my god, it's going to happen again. Oh my god, it's going to happen again. We're in trouble again. And we've got no battery. We're in trouble. We have got to push like crazy to stay with Danny now. Oh, thank God we get DRS. Oh, please, please, please. Yes, thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I think that's probably the biggest threat that we've just survived. Shows the nose, shut the door. So Norris wins, Verstappen second, and it looks like Hamilton is in third. And we're going to come home from P20 to finish P7. Ricciardo gets the points, which I was probably going to give to him anyway. But a solid weekend, a 6th and a 7th, that's a good result. Great comeback. That is a fantastic comeback. That's a very good comeback there. Driver of the day, as we should deserve that. So look, all in all, we did pretty well to recover and to get both cars to have both cars start outside the points and to get them into the points. It's a bloody good effort. I don't think we would have had Ricciardo dropped 3 seconds to Alonso, so I don't think we would have had the pace to catch Alonso regardless. But Piastri, he's had a stinker. He's just done nothing but gone backwards. I really wonder why. I really wonder why that was the case. So in terms of the standings, it gets us closer to the Mercs. Gee, we might even jump both Mercedes, in all honesty. Nice extend his championship lead. And constructors wise, yeah, we haven't really lost too much to Mercedes. What did we get today? 8 in the 16, the 14, and the 50 for so okay, we only lost 1 point to Mercedes, but that's a very good result from us. Now, it looks bad that we've been beaten by Danny in the last 2 races, but in my view, he's had the better race. He's been better than us the whole day. And look, we wouldn't have had the pace to catch Alonso anyway. Didn't matter who was behind us. Even during the race when we were staying with Leclerc, Ocon just wouldn't get out of our DRS. And even that whole last stint, Sainz was really onto us the whole way, but we held our nerve and it's gotten us the result. So really happy with that. Really not much more we really could have done there. I feel like we really maximised everything that we did today. Not much more we could have done. I feel like, yeah, 6th or 7th was probably going to be the maximum for us today. So I feel like we've absolutely maxed out everything very nicely. So Austria next weekend. I really don't know how the car is going to react. I think we can definitely we can get closer to those at the top. To the top runners. Don't know if we will fight. I don't know if we're particularly going to be fighting the leaders every single race, but you know, top 10 would be very solid results from us. I don't think we're going to have a Monaco and Imola like that again. The next couple of circuits, Austria and Silverstone, they're still pretty low downforce, or they should be low-ish downforce tracks. So I think if we get another top 10 finish at the next couple of races, that'll be very nice. So really looking forward to the next race weekend in Austria. Hopefully another top 10 result, and hopefully we can continue to keep the momentum going our way. That is the aim. Another top 10 finish, bring home some more points, and keep the momentum rolling our way. That is our aim for the Austrian Grand Prix coming up in the next race.